Now, the government has said it will provide a weight loss drug called Wegovy to people that have a BMI of over 35 and have heart disease. It sounds a bit vague with the heart disease, but that's going to cost a lot of money. Now, in some ways it's very good. These drugs do have side effects, though, which I've been exploring but aren't totally on top of. At the present time, as suggested, they are very expensive, and the article says people are spending up to $5,000 a year on the drug. At the present time, I understand it's mainly injection, if not always injection. You might have heard of Ozempic. This is called Wegovy. The drug was initially designed for people with sugar diabetes, and it's subsidized for them. I'm overweight. I might benefit from the drug, but I'm very cautious about side effects. Now, I've been doing something that's not directly concerned with this. When I watch social media of the type Facebook Reels, Instagram, and TikTok, I sometimes come across old film clips of 100 to 125 years ago, very early film. And people have made film of just people walking along the street. And the interesting thing is, there's hardly anyone overweight. Now, that might mean the real fat people stay at home, but the people are very well dressed compared with today. And the other thing is, at least the people that are filmed, they walk well and they look healthy. I'd say they look healthier than people today. It's hard to make those calls. So, one, they're not overweight, and you'd think some overweight people would appear. They walk well, they move well, and they look, as much as you can judge from old film, healthy. Something's happened, and I don't think we've pieced it all together. Why has this unhealthiness occurred? Yes, many people move less. They don't walk as much. They catch transport, or they, as probably just about every family in Sydney does, have a car or access to a car. The other thing is, the food is highly processed for a lot of people, with too many additives, too much sugar, too much salt. And some people are now arguing that there's plastic particles in the food as well, due to containers and processing, and that could be a factor. Of course, the diet pyramid was bad, was wrong. I can't believe it, for the Western world. For 30, 40 years. I had read that it was wrong a long time ago. But for the majority of people and guidance, margarine, for instance, was better than butter. Eggs were bad at one stage. And it just goes on and on. So I think people had an idea of what was good food before, and they practiced it as much as they could. Poverty sometimes limited those kind of things. There's no doubt about that, especially that's quite clear. But getting back to the drug, I think in the end people will have to rely on better eating and more exercise. It seems that what reduces weight more than anything else is a proper diet and not eating too much. And this drug suppresses appetite. People can lose, according to what I've read, I'm a bit vague on it, not today but previously, up to 20% of their weight. However, if they stop the drug, a lot of people put on the weight. The drugs have diarrhea type side effects, and some people have to stop the drugs because the side effects are too great for them. Everyone has their own particular reaction to a drug. Some people cope with drugs very well, and other people, their system just doesn't cope with drugs very well at all. And the older you get, the more you're likely to have those side effects. Just a few thoughts.